you are not behind. Well, maybe if you're like 45 living in your parents' basement, but if you're between the ages of like 16 and 25, and you can kind of, there's a little bit of room for adjustment in there, but like that general age range, there's, you know, if you don't have that car you've always wanted, if you don't own a home, if you don't have a girlfriend or a wife, or if you're not a millionaire, by the time you're 25, it's okay. You're not behind. The average age for marriage is like 30. And I'm not saying that you can't get married at an earlier age, like my brother got married when he was 19 and that he's doing just fine. But the average age for marriage is like 30, 31. If you think that you're never going to find anyone just because you're like 25 years old and none of your relationships have worked out, that's not even true. So, but I'll go more in depth on that in a later video. Only an estimated 10 to 30% of people actually end up buying their dream car. The average age of buying a house is 30 to 40, not 21. The average age of a millionaire is 61, not 25. I'm not saying to be done with your money, like be good with your money, invest your money so that by the time you are 61 or whatever, by the time you retire, you do have that $1 million waiting for you. I guess the main point I wanted to talk about in this was our time management. It's really hard nowadays, especially with all of the social media apps that we can just sit down and pull out of the little computer that's in our pocket and waste hours just scrolling through useless information. Even me right now, it is 10:34 p.m. at night and I have work tomorrow, and I should be sleeping right now, or if I were going to be up, I should be working on taking my online firefighter training classes for when I start the academy later this year. It's really hard because we have all these social media platforms like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, or even Facebook. You just say, oh, I'm going to watch a few reels or a few videos. Once you find that free moment of time, take a seat, and then hours later, you're like, oh, dang, a lot of time has passed since then. Sometimes even, at least for myself, this might not be the case for other people because I am that guy with ADHD. I'll open my phone to find something real quick and I end up getting distracted and watching a funny video that either I have a notification from a friend that sent me that funny video, or I, by default, open my phone and open one of those apps, and it's not good. Imagine if instead of doom scrolling, every time you felt like doom scrolling, you sat down, felt like doom scrolling, you got up and went and did something with your body, like push-ups, sit-ups, anything. Just went and worked out. Literally drove to the gym, got a gym membership, and started working out that day. And I'm not like trying to like judge anybody or anything for like doom scrolling or whatever. Like I do it too. I'm not out here trying to be like, shame on you. I'm like, I guess I'm just addressing it in the form of putting it in this video, mainly for myself, but I guess anybody else who clicked on this video might have wanted to hear this as well. So, well, I guess you kind of do want to hear it if you stayed this far into the video, which thank you for that if you have. Anywho, this took way less time to get through all that than I had originally anticipated. But I guess the main thing that I kind of wanted to get out of this was manage your time better. And I know that this is literally my first video that I'm putting out that's different like this. And so it's not great, and the information in here isn't great, and there's not a lot of information in here. So I'm sorry for that. Be productive, go outside, do something, go on a walk, ride your bike, walk your dog if you have a dog, or train your cat to go on walks or something. I don't know. Do something. Find a hobby that isn't doom scrolling. Play an instrument, go go fishing, There's not a lot of people who go fishing anymore, I feel like. That's something I used to do. And life just got busy. But busy is sometimes an excuse. Oh, I don't have time for this. Oh, I don't have time for that. I'm just busy right now. Well, what are you going to do as soon as you have a second of free time, a day of free time? What are you going to do on your day off from work? You're going to sit around, do nothing, feel lazy. You could go out and do something productive. You could go, if you wanted to, you could go make extra money. Go mow a lawn, go wash a car, go do something, something you're good at and that you enjoy doing. Or if you don't have to go make more money, that's just something that I personally would try to do. Go, I don't know if you like woodworking or whatever, go do that. Do your hobby, There's even Legos. I'm not ashamed to admit that Legos are fun. I guess just instead of sitting around and doing nothing, it's better to, instead of sitting around doing nothing, you should just get up and go and do something else instead of making up these excuses. And these aren't even excuses you're giving to other people. These are excuses that you're telling yourself in your head. Stop letting yourself believe, oh, I'm so busy. Because I know you have some free time, even at the end of your day, do something, write a little bit, journal even, just do something. Find something that works for you and do it in your free time instead of doom scrolling. Because it's honestly becoming a huge problem. And it is a problem for me too. And I'm just now starting to work on a solution for it. But I think that being productive with my time and like making videos, I'm not saying that that's productive with my time, but it's better than sitting and doing nothing. It's making content instead of consuming it. So I guess I've become a producer instead of a consumer, which is kind of cool. Anyhow, I have got to get some sleep so I can do my job properly tomorrow. I don't know if you guys are watching this later at night or maybe in the morning, but for me personally, it is good night. So good night, y'all.